Hello guys, my name is BloodColor1 here to bring you guys our week 10 team builder of season 4 of the United Battlers Association. This week we're taking on Vericreativename and the Seaside Smeargles. He's a very good buddy of mine, we've been talking a lot about this game, so yeah, was very much looking forward to this one. He is undefeated so far in the season. He is 9-0, we're 6-3. So yeah, uphill struggle. He's in our division as well. We're second in division. He's first by far. He's like 9-0 plus 44 differential. So something pretty crazy like that. So it'll be an uphill struggle for sure. But got an interesting team this week. So hopefully it'll work out. But yeah, he has a team of Zygarde 50%, Tornado Styrian, Scizor, Infernape, Shaman, Vaporeon, Ribombee, Rhyperior, Meloetta, Drapion, and the Weezing. So yeah, to get into our team, we're bringing Choice Scarfed Kyurem here, max speed, max special attack, timid nature. This is the at least speed tie with the Zygarde at +1 if he brings the Dragon's Dance set. Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, HP Fire, Earth Power, just dual stab, Hidden Power Fire for the Scizor if it happens to be necessary, and then Earth Power to hit stuff like the Infernape, the Drapion, a little bit harder. Yeah, pretty straightforward there, but could put in a lot of work as a late game cleaner. I can, at some point, if Scizor is gone and the Vaporeon and the Infernape are gone, I can pretty much freely click Ice Beam, so... And I might not bring all three of those, so yeah, pretty interesting set, but pretty straightforward as well. So yeah, that's that. Next up, our Moltres here. Bringing a defensive Moltres this week. Max HP, max defense, bold nature, substitute roost, flamethrower, air slash with leftovers, so some pressure stalling here. This is my main answer to the Mega Scizor. And the Infernape as well, if it is a physical offensive one. If he's SPDF or if he's especially offensive or a Stone Edge, this is not a good switch into it, of course. So yeah, basically just get the behind the sub, be annoying, roost up, do some damage with Flamethrower and Air Slash. If he's this can't really get to Vaporeon, so. Unless I like flinch it or anything, but excuse me. So yeah, pretty interesting set. So deals with some of its mons, doesn't deal with. It's a decent option for Drapion as well. So yeah. Next up, our Cofagrigus here. Rocky Helmet, max HP, max defense, relaxed nature. Because I mean, could run bolt, could run relaxed. I don't really outspeed anything, so it doesn't really matter. Toxic Spike, Shadow Ball, Pain Split, Knockoff. These spikes are really good against this team to chip everything down, from the Zygarde, the Shaman, the Vaporeon, the Ribombee, the Rhyperior even. I don't expect Drapion, so that's why I'm bringing these spikes. Shadow Ball just to hit something with stab move, because he does not have he has one Ghost Switch in, which is Meloetta. Then Pain Split for recovery, and then Knockoff to get rid of some items. Yeah, pretty straightforward here. Made another check to things like the Scizor, the Tornado Styrian if it's physically offensive, the Zygarde. Yeah, the Rhyperior. Yeah, just an all-around nuisance, I guess. Next up, our Buzzwole, Ice Punch, Substitute, Drain Punch, Bulk Up. And idea behind this is just sub up on something like the Rhyperior, the Drapion, the Weezing, sub up on or the Scizor even, sub up on those, bulk up, and then go to work with Ice Punch and Drain Punch. Pokes and holes. If you get a Beast Boost behind the sub, that's gonna be pretty good. So. It doesn't have too much switching for Buzzwole. The annoying part about Buzzwole is pretty slow, so yeah, interesting set, but might be able to put in some work with this. Next up, our Mega Mawile. almost max HP, 120 attack, adamant nature, and 132 in defense. This allows me to. This was for something specific, but what was it again? I 2-hit KO'd something with this guaranteed, but I'm not sure again what it was. Yeah. I'm really not sure anymore, but yeah, it is what it is. It was meant to 2-hit KO with something guaranteed with the Play Rough or Fire Fang or something, so... Yeah. I'm not sure anymore, but it is what it is. Yeah, so yeah, just get up a Swords Dance, do some damage, poke some holes. Basically, general Mawile stuff, I guess. Yeah. This can't really get to the Wheezing, unfortunately, but I have other stuff for that, so it's not too bad. And then last but not least, our Manaphy here, bring Assault Vest once again. Ice Beam, Scald, Psychic U-turn, Scald for Stab, Ice Beam for the Zygarde, and the Tornadus, Psychic for the Wheezing, especially. And then U-turn for Momentum. Max HP, max special attack, modest nature. Just do some damage, pivot out. Yeah, it's a decent switch into things like the Vaporeon, the Tornadus, the Shaman, even if it's not super offensive with Life Orb or something, the Ribombee, the Meloetta. So yeah, hitting the Meloetta with the U-turn is always nice, so its physical defense is not that good. So yeah, that's the team. Gonna be an uphill struggle for sure, but yeah. We'll see what we can do. If you win, we are pretty much guaranteed playoffs, so that would be nice. So yeah, see you guys in a match. Alright guys, so we're here with the match against Vericreativename. He brings a team of Tornadus Styrian form, Infernape, Meloetta, Shaman, Vaporeon, and Wheezing. So no Zygarde, no Mega Scizor, which is, I mean, seeing a Zygarde is not seeing a Zygarde is pretty nice. Scizor also could have been annoying, but I had some for that. So pretty bulky team, which could be pretty annoying with between the Vaporeon and the Wheezing, maybe the Shaman as well. Yeah, so I'm just gonna lead Cofagrigus here and get up my T-Spikes. He has removal probably on the Tornadus, but getting up the T-Spikes, he has nothing to remove them, so I mean, it's nothing to soak them up, I guess. He has a defog on the Tornadus probably, but if he defogs them away. Getting up 2 layers would be nice. Getting up only 1 is decent, I guess. It would not break to the Vaporeon. But getting the Infernape, the Shaman, and the Vaporeon and the Meloetta poisoned is pretty nice. So yeah, he needs up Infernape here as a lead of Cofagrigus. If he's not specially offensive, I can just get up a free T-Spike here. As he does go for the Fire Blast, but does not do half, so that's pretty good. I get up a T-Spike. He goes in the Tornadus here as I get up my second layer. I'm just gonna click Knockoff here, I think, as he goes for the defog. Get rid of whichever item is a leftover, so a little less recovery for him. He goes for the knockoff as well, knocks off my Rocky Helmet, takes some extra damage here, and he gets the Mummy, so he wouldn't get any regenerator health if he switches out now, which is pretty good. Keeping the Tornadus as low as possible is always nice. I'm just gonna get up a T-Spike here and switch out in Kyurem to scare him out as he goes for a Hurricane and misses, unfortunately, which is very unfortunate for him, of course, but it is what it is. Goes into the Vaporeon here to take up the Ice Beam. Yeah, I'm gonna switch up to my Cofagrigus here again as I go for a Wish. Just gonna get up another T-Spike here, or try to at least. Actually go for a Pain Split. Should have gone for the T-Spike here maybe, but it is what it is. Goes for Hurricane and takes out my Cofagrigus. So 6-5 so far, not too bad. Go into my Kyurem again, my Scarfed Kyurem again, to scare him out as he switches out into the Vaporeon. So it's pretty sad. Could have gone for a Dragon Pulse there, but if he then stayed in and blew me back with a Hurricane, that's also not good. So not really in a spot to make over predictions. I go into my Buzzwole here, which is pretty risky, but I go for a protect as I go for a substitute. So that's basically the position I wanted to be in, which is pretty nice. As I have a free bulk up here, so I'm just gonna go for the bulk up. As he goes into the Wheezing, which is it's the main switch into the Buzzwole, it makes sense. Yep, I'm gonna go for a second bulk up because I can't really get to this thing, unfortunately, unless I get like a plethora of bulk ups up. I go for an Ice Punch. That's 40%. He goes for Fire Blast, and he burns me. So yeah, this thing is pretty useless now, unfortunately. I mean, it is what it is. So repayment for the Hurricane Miss, I guess. It is what it is. I go for another Ice Punch, but yeah, it is what it is. So 6-4 now. We're in a pretty rough spot. I can't really reliably get to the Vaporeon with what I have left, unfortunately. So that thing actually just kind of 1v4s my team. So unless I get pretty lucky or something, I pretty much lose, and it might very realistically be a 6-0 at this point. So yeah, going to my Kyurem here. I go for a protect to scout what I'm going to lock myself into. As I'm pretty obviously scarfed at this point. He goes into the Meloetta, takes this like a champ, of course, because Meloetta's Pedef is very good. Takes in the poison damage, and I switch in my Mega Mawile here, and he goes for the Fighting EMZ, and my Mawile gets blown back, which is very unfortunate. So a 6-3 right now, in a very rough spot against an undefeated team. So yeah, this is not looking good, is it? Yeah, going to a Moltres here, and I'm just gonna sub here and be a nuisance and see what I can get from this game. So he goes into the Vaporeon here, as I go for a sub. This I'm gonna speed up a little bit, because, I mean, he'll go for Air Slash. He's gonna Wish, just stay as healthy as possible. He's not badly poisoned, so I get a flinch there, but he gets the Wish back, so it doesn't matter. And then, yeah. Basically, a lot of air slashing and wishing, and alright, not too interesting mons to watch, unfortunately, but it's what I had to do, unfortunately, to make any chances in the game. Basically, at this point, I have to get a couple of flinches or a crit flinch or something to get this Vaporeon out of the way, because if that doesn't happen, I have no chance of winning. This thing is in the way. He goes into the Meloetta here at the moment as I go for a sub, but he gets the Wish off into the Meloetta, so that's pretty nice for him. Goes for a Psychic, break my sub, go for a Flamethrower, and get him down to about 50% once again where he was at. He goes for a Psychic, I take that. They go for the Roost. But he's getting whittled out by Poison, so he goes into the Vaporeon here again. Maybe should have attacked there, but I go for a sub here. He goes for a Wish. Yeah. Pretty annoying here. I go for an Air Slash and I get the crit and the flinch. Oh no, never mind. I get the crit here, but it did go for a Wish, so it doesn't really matter here. Let's back up to 70% here. There was a crit, some luck, but not enough, I guess. I mean, it's pretty stally, but it is what I have to do to make any chance of winning this game, unfortunately. He gets a Wish back again, so he's back at 90. So it's pretty annoying, but I'm doing what I have to do, unfortunately. So yeah. He goes into the Tornadoes here. He goes for a knockoff, gets rid of my leftovers. I go for a Flamethrower, do 45 and get the burn, which is unfortunate as well. Go for a sub here as it switches out. Vaporeon, go for an Air Slash here. As he go for a Scald and breaks my sub. And right here, I get a crit and a flinch. So at this point, with poison damage, I have a decent chance of knocking him out with the next Air Slash. A good chance, actually. So, yeah, I could get rid of the Vaporeon here, which is, what I needed. I got a huge amount of luck for it, but... And yeah, there goes the Vaporeon, which is a pretty a good thing out of the way, because now his best switch into this thing is gone. He goes into the Infernape, and he misses a Stone Edge. And yeah, at first crit flinch is for Vaporeon. Then he misses a Stone Edge on my Moltres, which gives me a free boost. And I'm at full now. He goes for a Stone Edge, and yeah, look at this. I live a Stone Edge from a Infernape. It's Scarfed Infernape, he told me after the match, but yeah, I live a 4 times effective move with a Moltres, because I'm max HP, max defense, bold nature. And I go for an Air Slash and take out the Infernape, so it's 4-3 now. He goes into the Meloetta here, I go into Manaphy to take the hits. I go for an Ice Beam, because that hits everything. And he goes down to Poison. I just go into the Shaman here. As I switch in my... I'm gonna set down the speeds a little bit lower again. It goes for... He was gonna get a Grass move there, so I'm just gonna switch in my Moltres and sack it off here. As he is Life Orb, so that's pretty good information there. So he's taking extra damage every turn. He's at 56, and basically now at this point I can just click Ice Beam with my Kyurem, my Scarf Kyurem, and I take out everything. So actually, that whole, what is it? I don't know, 25 turn thing with the Moltres and getting the crit flinch and the Stone Edge miss actually won me the game. Because at this point, I take out the Shaman. He goes into the Weezing, but that's not taking a hit, or even if it is, it's not taking me out. I mean, it lives it barely, but he goes for a Sludge Bomb. Even gets the poison, but at this point it's too late. I get up another. He goes for another Protect. It's the best play you can make, but it's not gonna. Unless he gets a couple of ridiculous Protects, which at this point he might have deserved actually, but it doesn't happen. I get the Ice Beam off, and here comes the Tornadus, and I take it out with an Ice Beam as well. So yeah, we end his undefeated streak at 9. He's 9-1 now. We're 7-3. So not guaranteed playoffs, but getting pretty close. I think we need one more win in the last 2 weeks, and then we're guaranteed. And even if we don't win the last 2, if things go our way, we're guaranteed either way. Yeah. We beat him due to Hex, but we did beat him, so pretty glad about it. I mean, I played the way I had to play it to make any chance, and I did get the flinch and the crit, so he was a little bit salty after that, of course. I mean, and he is all right to be, of course. Yeah, so we go to 7-3, so pretty good, doing pretty good in UBA. So yeah, see you guys next week.